Okay, here we are. I'm playing another game that does not relate in any way to the subject matter that I'm going to be talking about, but that's okay. That's just how I roll. If anybody ends up watching this, thank you for tuning in again. I'm gonna play some Company of Heroes 3 today. Um, I'm fashionably late by a few minutes as always. That's okay. But yeah, I got some stuff to talk about. There's Today has been kind of crazy. Uh there's been some very interesting things that have been going on, particularly in the Star Wars community today. It's been a bit of a shit show to say the least. I mean it's always kind of a shit show, but um especially today. There was some things that came out that have people in a bit of a tizzy, you might say. Um, but anywho, before I ramble on, let me get going. Uh, oh shit. I started Company of Heroes 2 instead of Company of Heroes 3. Uh, I gotta back out of that. I mean, honestly, Company of Heroes 2 is the superior game. Um, so I mean, I probably should stick with Company of Heroes 2, but that's okay. I'm more in the mood to play 3, so. And that's what's on the title of the video, so I might as well stick with it. Don't want to confuse the two people that'll be watching. Just want to get this going on my other screen before I start screen sharing. Um, yeah, I've a few other things to talk about as well. House of the Dragon Season 2 started recently. So I want to talk a little bit about that. I've been very much enjoying it. I mean, I enjoyed the hell out of HOTD Season 1 as well. But so far, I think Season 2 is on a roll. That's just how I feel about it. Okay, let me screen share. Let me do this streaming thing. Okay, we're up and running. Gonna get started here. As I said, with the little bulldog in the picture, the little British bulldog. Uh, I'm gonna be playing as British today. It's a World War II game for anybody who doesn't know. World War II RTS game. I really like the Company of Heroes series. Some people don't. Some people are a bit more picky when it comes to that, because it doesn't really have like some of the more traditional features of an RTS game. But I like them. I like them for what they are. Okay, what map should I do? I'll do Gazala Landing Ground. There you go. I don't want to play as Africa Corps, so let me switch to British. The bloody Brits. Gonna do Axis versus Allies, of course. Gonna be going up against the Germans. Let's swap out one of these battle groups. Okay. Um, what battle group am I gonna play as for the British? Indian artillery, British heavy armor, British air and sea, or Australian defense. I mean, Australian defense is like the newest one that was added to the game, so it's the one I've played the least. Kind of lean in the direction of playing that one. I've done the other three like so many times, so I'll probably play as this one. Um, I think we're pretty much good to go here. Yeah, all right. Let's get started. It's the final countdown. All right. Um, but yeah, I guess I think I have less to say about House of the Dragon season 2 right now than I do about the the Star Wars shit that's been happening, so I'll probably start off with that. Uh yeah, HOTD season 2, been really enjoying it. Um Obviously a much more action focused season. Like we're kind of getting into uh the action a bit quicker, which I think was to be expected this season. Not that we've had any like major battle scenes or anything yet in season 2, but it seems like we're gearing up to have like a big battle like sooner than season 1. Um which sort of makes sense just given the trajectory that we were going in with the series. All right, I'll build a section command post. I don't like using machine gun teams on this map because it's a very flat map. Not a lot of cover on it. Not really conducive to using an MG team, so I'll focus more on just regular infantry. Um, but yeah,
Infantry are standing by to deploy.
we're getting more focus on like the Greens characters in Hot D season 2. Like I like that we're getting more focus on Aegon than we did last season. You know, love him or hate him. Uh, I think he's a bit of a prick, but it is nice that we're getting like an other sides to him and getting like more focus on him. 'Cause it seems like the blacks, Team Black, if you will, uh, got a lot more focus last season. So it makes more sense that we would have the Greens get more focus this season. Oh, think you're gonna be running up here to take my shit, eh? Kill those pioneers. Okay. Um, I loved Otto Hightower in the most recent episode. I mean, I know it's been said a lot already. But yeah, his outburst that he has on Aegon was just was great. The actor who plays him is just I mean, he was great last season as well. But I think he's really showing how good he is this season. Like it was such an entertaining rant after Aegon hung those rat catchers. I don't want to get too much into spoilers because I know that the episode was only a couple days ago. I don't want to say too much, but that doesn't really reveal too much. If I could say that.
Sector overrun. The enemy has
Um,
it.
but yeah, he has a very entertaining rant in the most recent episode. And I don't know, House of the Dragon, like, eh, you know, we've gotten so much shitty fantasy in recent years, like The Witcher Blood Origin and The Rings of Power and a few others that have just been god awful, like some of the worst fantasy I think that's ever been made. And then House of the Dragon comes along and just like I think just shows how inadequate those shows are as like fantasy
We're
properties.
losing a fuel point.
It's like putting those other recent fantasy shows to shame just by existing. Kind of amazing, honestly. Let
A
me
new
get
battle
defensive
component
tactics
is
as my
yours to
first
use.
superpower, or whatever you call it.
The beggars are threatening a munitions point. We've
Oh,
lost a sector.
all right. I gotta pull back and replenish my units a bit. I'll build a platoon command post. Not that I usually ever build much from it, but that's okay. Might as well make one. Let's replenish these guys. I got one infantry section, one squad of Australians, and one Royal Engineer section.
The beggars are threatening a fuel point.
Yeah, there's a lot of German infantry front and center. Gotta get in there. Actually, let me stop these guys from taking... we can't afford to lose more fuel. Gotta get that sweet, sweet fuel if we want some
Damnation!
vehicles.
Sectors in enemy hands. A fuel point is being overrun.
But yeah, thank God. Thank God for House of the Dragon. I would be so,
Sector
like...
lost.
I would be so
Repeat,
dismayed by
sector
the
lost.
current state of, like, fantasy television, if not for that show. Again, like, after all the aforementioned TV shows that I just talked about, like, it would be like, God, just never make it fantasy again. Um, but luckily, House of the Dragon proves that it can still be done. Uh, I mean, if you know, of course, it's still early in season 2. There's still time for it to fall off a cliff. I hope it doesn't happen. Um, I'm pretty optimistic at this point that they seem to know what they're doing for the most part. I mean, I've got like the occasional gripe with the show here and there, but for the most part, I'm like very much enjoying both seasons, and I like it's so nice to actually like have
Territory lost.
a TV show where you're looking forward to the next episode every week, because I personally don't get that very much these days. It's not often anymore where there's like uh, something that I actually want to tune into every week. Most of the time, it's just like, well, I guess I'll watch it. All right, let's actually,
Commander, we should
I'm gonna
utilize
build a
all
resource
manpower
cache
available to us.
over there. Should I build a Bofors? Yeah, I'm gonna build a Bofors cannon. Have a little bit of protection over here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I just gotta keep these guys pinned down so that I can get this thing built.
Battle group ability unlocked.
All right, retreat. Come on, you're almost done. You just gotta get it built. You're so close. All right, yeah. Slaughter them. Slaughter them. Oh, I love that Bofors cannon.
CWT truck rolling in now.
Okay. All right, that truck is on the way to gather some resources. Gonna need something to escort it on the way back, though. Let me pull these guys back, too. All right, you go over here, protect this vehicle. Gotta repair my boat first, because it took some damage. I cannot build my company command post yet. I almost have enough fuel for it. No, don't destroy it, you bastards. Oh, this thing's gonna get destroyed, isn't it? God. Come on, come on, come on. Ah. There was nobody over there before, but then the moment I start loading
The
up...
15 CWT truck has been wrecked by the enemy.
Oh, that's annoying.
We're losing a fuel point to
Oh,
enemy
well.
action.
There'll be other opportunities for that.
Territory sector lost, Commander. Commander, we should utilize all manpower available to us.
Okay, I can build the company command post now. Want to get some tanks up in here soon. But yeah, House of the Dragon. I'm a lot of the. I was going on about how good Otto Hightower has been. Uh, Emma Darcy as Rhaenyra is good as always. Um, and the actor who plays Aegon, I forget his name for the life of me. I apologize, but he's been phenomenal this series so far as well. This season, rather. We haven't really gotten much of Damon and like Matt Smith this season so far. Um, but I mean, his performance is always like entertaining in its own way. Again, whether you love Damon or hate him.
We're losing a munitions point to
People seem
enemy
very just as divided
Commander, we should
when it
utilize
comes to
all
Damon
manpower
this season
available
as they were last season. There's in the House of the Dragon fan base, there's
You have command
a lot of
points available.
disagreement when it comes to that dude.
Preparations have already begun.
Oh, I shouldn't have bought that. Forgot about the special tank that I have access to in the other tier, the Archer Tank Destroyer. Oh my god, I'm getting slaughtered over here. Alright, let's pull back. Oh, how do they have so many tanks already? Holy crap. What are my allies doing? Like, do my allies have anything that they can help me with? I guess not. That's wonderful.
The enemy has pushed us back from our sector.
God, they have like the entire right side of the map. My allies are just not doing well.
We will be able to requisition Grant tanks shortly.
Actually,
We are
I
losing
want to get a
territory.
Crusader tank. I need a tank like ASAP. Any tank. Give me a tank, any tank. Oh, crap.
The enemy have taken our territory. Crusader cruiser finished.
Okay. Let me get my Crusader tank up here. I need to start turning this around, though, before we lose the rest of the map.
We have a surplus of command points, Commander. We're losing a fuel point.
Alright, let's go destroy that tank destroyer.
Enemy fire! Sailor on the hook!
Destroy that thing before it gets away, come on.
The enemy has claimed a sector.
No, 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 don't let it... Alright, good. Good. It didn't get away.
Command points should be allotted, Commander.
Uh-oh, grenade. Avoid it. Thank you. Okay, that guy's dead. Okay, alright, we're starting to turn this around. That's good. Destroy that flame tank. Alright, let's try this again. Just try to dispatch another supply truck. See if this one actually manages to survive. Okay. Keep my Australians here, but I'll pull back these two squads to replenish. Oh, or I could send all of them. I didn't mean to do that. Whatever. Not a big deal.
Commencing ability.
I still can't... I need one more command point to be able to afford the Archer tank destroyer. I'll be able to get that soon. Do I save up for that, or do I start calling in Grant tanks?
Grant medium tanks are being called to the front.
Yeah, I'll get the Grant tanks. I'll build one of them. Then my next tank will be an Archer. Okay, the truck is on the way back to base with that sweet, sweet fuel resource that I need. Let's escort it back.
Grant medium tanks are available.
Alright, let's move up. I need to repair that Crusader. It's pretty badly damaged.
Enemy ground forces have claimed the sector.
But yeah, one of the other things I wanted to talk about, there's been quite a bit of interesting shit going on in the Star Wars fan base, which I'm, you know, well, I was pretty involved in, I guess, or took part in. Although not so much these days, since I'm not really watching as much of the stuff that's coming out for Star Wars now. But one thing that did happen is that a bunch of Star Wars influencers, you know, YouTubers, people like that, they came together recently and they put out some video. I forget what the name of the hashtag was. I think it was "There Are More of Us." That was the name of it. I guess the intention behind it was to spread awareness about like fandom toxicity, and you know, death threats and bad behavior and all that kind of stuff, all that kind of nasty stuff, in the fan base, particularly against you know, people of color and you know, women and things like that. You know, like that was the intention behind the video. It was meant to be some sort of inspirational, like, it's okay, you know, there are more of us than there are of, you know, those people, that kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, good intention video, I suppose. Um, the the only thing that the only problem with that though is that one of the prominent people involved in that video, I according to uh according to people on Twitter, he is the one who actually set up the video. He was one of the guest voices in the video, and he
Command
was the one
points
who
need
basically
to be
arranged the whole
assigned.
thing. I'm not gonna like name names here. You can probably find out yourself if you look into this.
A
Um,
munitions point
but
is being overrun.
uh, a different content creator, John Hoey of I believe it's the Resistance broadcast. It's a Star Wars podcast. Made allegations that this particular individual, the one who made this video,
We're losing a
um,
munitions
and
point to enemy
orchestrated it,
action.
uh, basically was involved in like harassment campaigns against their podcast. Uh, they and their co-host use like burner accounts to like stalk and
Our
harass.
command
Again,
point
these
is
are
ready.
allegations. I don't want to say that any of this are at this stage are like ironclad facts or anything. But again, according to John Hoey of the Resistance broadcast, um, these are his allegations. That's what this person involved with the video was doing, harassing
We have
people,
munitions ready to use,
um,
Commander. We're
threatening
losing a
people,
capture point to enemy
blocking
action.
them, and basically ostracizing them when they chose not to be part of like one of their charity streams. Apparently, oh shit, I had to pull back. I wasn't paying attention.
Enemies
So
pushing the
yeah,
line, trying to take one of our
kind of
points.
ironic that somebody who put out a video talking about like toxic fans and trying to make like an inspirational
Archer
video to
TC
spread
ready for
awareness about
instruction.
it. Turns out that they engaged in some of the same bad
Requisitioning
behavior
Archer
that
TC.
they claim to be against. Interesting, ain't it? Very interesting how that works. Um, It's almost like people who are the most vocal about like, uh, I'm spreading positivity. I'm not going to put up for toxic behavior. I don't do that. You're safe with me. It's almost like people who preach that kind of stuff the most are probably trying to hide something. just just a thought maybe. Just a thought that maybe the people who claim to be the most positive probably have some skeletons in the closet. Could be. I don't know. It could be. Maybe that's what's going on here. Uh, and that's not everything. One of the other people that appeared on that video, and I
Archer
should make
tank
it clear
destroyers
before I
are available.
continue. I don't want to like guilt by association. From what I understand, like almost everybody else in that video that showed up as guests, because the video was basically like that. It was in the style of that Imagine video that those Hollywood celebrities did during the COVID pandemic, where they were singing Imagine. It was kind of like a similar style to that, where it's like a montage style with like multiple people jumping in to echo the same message. It was that sort of thing. Obviously they weren't singing like the Hollywood celebrities were in the Imagine video, but it's still like it's a similar format like that. Um, and so like the other people who showed up in that video, I'm sure most of them are probably nice people, and they just were completely unaware of the backstory behind this individual and the kind of stuff that he was engaging in. Um, that being said, there was
We're losing a
one
fuel
other
point to
person
enemy action.
who showed up in that video who this admittedly I don't know as much about because I only just heard about this
Beggars
like
are
an hour
threatening a
ago,
fuel
but
point.
apparently there are allegations that that person engaged in like sexual harassment and stuff. And was just being like an all-around creep. I don't know. So now there's like sexual harassment allegations for one of the other people. And by the way, this person, again, I'm not going to name names, but they have deleted their Twitter account, which is never a good look. I mean, I'm not saying that absolutely like proves that the allegations are true just because they
The
deleted their
beggars are
Twitter
threatening a
account.
munitions point.
It's possible that they deleted the Twitter account just because they were getting a lot of heat from these allegations and they just didn't want to like uh they wanted to get off of social media. Who knows? But I don't know. I would say that having sexual harassment allegations thrown at you, followed by you like deleting immediately followed by you deleting your account. Um, it's just I don't know. It's kind of shady. That's all I'm saying. Um, I guess the moral of this story is like be careful what kind of people you're listening to. Uh, be careful. Um, and just because somebody presents themselves and gives off the appearance that they are this positive, this beacon of positivity, and so on, uh, doesn't necessarily mean it's true. So always just something to keep in mind. People like that could be wolves in sheep's clothing, you might say. Alright, that tank is destroyed. Kill that gun team. Uh-oh. Enemy panzer. Destroy it. Don't let him get away, please. Alright, let's pull back. Let's pull back and replenish a bit. I don't want to get careless and get my tanks destroyed here. Alright, let's repair some of these things. Let me get another Grant tank. Probably get another Archer tank destroyer as well. Let's repair these. I might build it. You know what? I'm gonna build a 17-pounder as well on a nice flat map like this. It'll be good to have something like this. I don't know how much use it'll get, but let's give it a shot.
A Grant medium tank is reporting in.
Let's call in another supply
15
truck.
CWT truck rolling in now. We're losing a munitions point. The beggars are threatening a capture point.
Alright, this thing's almost prepared. Get ready to move shortly. Oh, that was a nice shot. It's a good thing about the Archer. It's got a nice long range. Oh, this Archer is just taking out enemy tanks. Taking out German tanks. Alright, let's move up.
A munitions point is being overrun.
Alright. Move up again. See if we could take out that enemy tank destroyer. Actually, let's build some more defenses. Do I build another Bofors or let's just do an HMG nest over here.
The beggars are threatening a munitions point. Damnation! The sector's in enemy hands.
That Crusader tank has almost gotten destroyed so many times. That's okay. It's fine, it's fine. Well, this 17-pounder is putting in work too, actually. Alright, let's, can I spare the resources? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. My tanks are just wiping these guys out. I love it. I love to see it. Oh. Very nice. Alright, let's move up. Look at all these smoldering German tanks. Nothing left of them. Nothing left of them. Alright, my Crusader is fully repaired. Let's get that back in the fight.
We're losing a munitions point to enemy action.
Let's get another archer.
Requisitioning archer DDs.
But yeah, if anything, I put out a Twitter, a tweet to this effect, like an hour or so ago. But if there's anything that Star Wars controversy has taught me, it's that people really need to stop making Imagine style videos. You know, people need to stop making those videos, where it's like a montage style with a whole bunch of people like doing some sort of inspirational message, because apparently every time somebody does that, every time a group of people does that, it just completely backfires. It happened with the Imagine video because everybody was just like, wait, a bunch of like millionaire Hollywood celebrities are trying to like are singing at all of us like filthy peasants from inside their multi-million-dollar mansions, telling us like, oh, don't worry, everything will be fine. Like, it's just so out of touch. So, I mean, that one backfired for that reason. And then, you know, this one backfired for the reasons I just talked about. You know, talking about positivity and the fan base when, you know, two of the people chiefly responsible for making the video are engaging in, like, horrible behavior, and they don't want people to know about it. So it's just like, oh my god, like maybe like let's not like make videos like this anymore. You can spread positivity in your own way, however you see fit. But let's not use this kind of particular video style anymore. That's just my opinion. It just doesn't seem like it's really working out. Again, I know that some of like the subject matter here is like not a laughing matter. I'm not
We're
laughing
losing a
specifically
munitions
at
point.
that. I'm just laughing at like the fact that yet
The
another one of
sector
these
is in
types of
enemy
videos has
control.
just blown up in the face of the people making it. It's just pretty amazing, honestly. It's so annoying when the engine gets knocked out on a tank. They start going so slow. And I feel
Our
like the
soldiers
engines
have
get
slain an
destroyed so
enemy
easily.
officer.
Oh my god, this... Wow. I was actually hesitant to build that 17-pounder, but it's just been knocking out enemy tanks. Like it's nobody's business.
A munitions point is being overrun. CMP truck deploying for service. Enemy ground forces have claimed a sector.
I'm almost ready to attack their enemy base. I just want to get my units fully healed up. My tanks fully repaired, rather.
Armored vehicles are receiving frontline training. Commander, our tankers have finished their drills, and not a moment too soon. Training complete. Our infantry will be better prepared.
Pull these guys back.
Grenade packages are inbound, Commander. We're losing a fuel point to enemy action.
Is it load bearing? Then it's fixed. Get into work. Where do you want City Archer over there? Sappers, ready to destroy some poor bar like shit through a goose.
We're losing a fuel point.
We're going.
We've lost a sector.
Alright. I guess I'll make an... I don't really have many command points left, so I'll just, I'll make an armored car. Gotta build something.
Understood. We have top men on it. We're losing a munitions point to enemy action. Humber armored car fueled up. Light vehicles are receiving training, Commander.
Oh, shit. Tank destroyer. Go get it. I was wondering what was hitting me. Those things are like glass cannons. You know, they've got good range and they can... and good damage against enemy
Vehicle
tanks,
drills
but
completed.
they have like almost no armor. They get destroyed so quickly. I mean, I have like 6 tanks over here, so I would have destroyed them anyway, but still. Before I move up to the enemy base, let's go clear out these guys over here so that my allies can advance.
Starting requisition of Bishop's self-propelled guns.
Oh, there's a lot of enemies moving up over here.
A fuel point is being overrun. We can now construct Bishop's self-propelled artillery. The ability is ready now.
Let's go destroy this panzer. Then I'll go attack their base. That's the plan, anyway.
We're losing a fuel point.
Of course they had to get a shot off before they get destroyed. Of course.
Humber armored car has been knocked out.
Not sure what destroyed that armor car, but that's okay.
Territory sector
I think it might have
lost.
it might have went over a landmine. That's probably what happened.
Humber armored car ready for reconnaissance. The beggars are threatening a munitions point. Crusader tank knocked out. Blast! Our Humber armored car is gone. B-15 Crusader is on station and ready for orders. Humber armored car ready for reconnaissance.
Like the third armored car that I've lost. That's okay. I mean, they're kind of squishy. They get destroyed quickly. But luckily, they're cheap. Alright. It's just about finished, almost. Die. Die. I'll call in another armored car. Don't really need to at this point. The battle's basically won, but that's okay. I'm so terrible. Killing men that are retreating back to their base. I'm such a war criminal.
Beggars are threatening a fuel point.
Well, there goes another. God. Another armored car. Oh well. Whatever. Who even cares anymore?
We're losing a fuel point to enemy action.
Ah, shit.
The enemy has pushed us back from our sector.
Oh, you think you're gonna build another building? And victory.
The excuse to back out the good stuff.
Just want to observe the map a minute here. Very nice. Okay. Alrighty, I'm about done for now. I'm sure I'll probably be around again at some point, and I have more shit to talk about. If anybody tuned in after this, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.